What do you think?
Well, I think you've come to the right place, because the guy behind us, he makes hats like no one else. And we'll tell you all about him if you just hop in and travel with us. I'm Kelly Phillips.
And I'm Bob Phillips, and this is Texas Country Reporter.
The chance to live on an open piece of ground like this these days is very rare. I consider myself real lucky. And therefore I just keep doing less production stuff and more of my best work.
When Michael Malone's best work isn't hanging on his head, it's guaranteed to be on display all over his house. A small green cottage that doubles as his workshop in the Texas Hillcountry.
I think between your hat and your boots, those are the first thing people judge you on. In the old Western days, at least, you could pretty much tell what part of the country the cowboy was from by the style of hat that he wore. The big companies can turn those styles out hydraulically on a machine, and the handmade part of it, which was seminal and real, would get lost. So I'm one of the few people that actually hand does a hat. And there's hundreds, and I can do them all. I used to have truck drivers come by who wanted the old hats from the 50s and 40s, and no one knew how to do it. You know, Hank Williams style, all this other stuff. And just being an artist, just from being, sculpture and working with my hands, that's the way I fell into it. God, I had everybody come by. Well, I bet you don't know how to do this hat. Tell me what you want. Well, it's from Hank Williams wore one. It's called a horseshoe. Do it, hand it to him. They're stunned.
For Michael, shaping a hat comes as naturally as tying a shoe, just like it used to for every cowboy back in the day. But while those traditions may be gone, the cowboy spirit lives on in each handcrafted head ornament.
All of this stuff comes from very legitimate traditions, braiding, cowboy traditions. So you're preserving a part of history that no one seems to care about. This is a real part of America, and why forget about it? Why let it go? Hats are functional, But as fancy as these hats get, they're still legit, and they're still workable and usable. And hopefully they're sort of leaning towards art. Because I didn't do straw hats till I moved down here to this ranch. And so I started coming up with a wilder, anybody, I can do the normal stuff, now let's take it a step further, because I'm an artist.
Each piece may pay homage to a time long gone, but that doesn't stop him from leaving his own mark. Whether he's adding conchos, leather stamp bands, braided stampede strings, or even deer antlers, you can expect the unexpected out of Michael, because there is nothing he won't try.
I'm not interested in doing 4 hats the same. To me, this is all art. To me, these are just blank canvases. Everybody always wants I just want a plain leather band. You're in the wrong booth. You need to skip on forward, because this is advanced hat making. Oh, I never heard of that. And I said, I love it when people say that. So what if you never heard of it? What does that mean? Who are you? The Dalai Lama? I've never heard of it either. Let's make one. Let's do a straw top hat.
Straw top hats, straw derbies, even hats with bullet holes. Each one is unique. His surprising take on headwear is what's gotten Michael so much attention, but his head hasn't gotten too big. even after making hats for some big-name celebrities.
Well, I did quite a few hats for Lonesome Dove. All of Michael Murphy's hats for his cowboy albums. Jerry Jeff, Chris Wall around here locally. There would be in Texas, there would be Chris, Pauline Reese, Willie for sure. Many hats for Willie, bless his heart. He'll wear it for a minute and then sail it off into the eyes. Oh, do you know who that was you just sold a hat to? I said, that's the last guy I just sold a hat to. Tommy Lee Jones was where he goes, man, I couldn't find you anywhere. We couldn't find you. You've been in Austin. I couldn't find you. And the guys in Fredericksburg gave me your phone number. And I said, now we're neighbors, you know, because I don't do celebrity. To me, they're just all people. So-and-so's going to be there. Or, oh, this is important. I said, stop that. You know, you're belittling yourself. You're just as important as they are.
For Michael Malone, no amount of fame or riches could tear him away from what he loves, the simple joy of creativity. And as long as the world sees each piece as a work of art, well, that's something he can hang his hat on.
Life is short. Do what you want to do. Do what you have to do, what you feel like oh, I'll do that tomorrow. No, do it today. Follow your heart. And that's a real easy thing to say, and it's a real hard thing to do.
People are driven by a fascination